underscore or hyphen something something, hyphen access, and then you see another letter and another. So if you don't pay close attention, because you see Access Bank in the middle, you think it's Access Bank that sent the message. So we should be checking even URL of a website before you click, before you take any action on the website. Number one, sometimes browsing a website is not exposing you to any danger per se, right? But downloading anything from that website to your computer will expose you, right? And also inputting your credentials on that website will expose you as well. So ensure that you confirm the URL. You see some URL, they will send you a URL link. GT Bank, for instance, is gtbank.com, right? And then you now see something like GT Bank, BLO, anything, they will just GT Bank, something.com. And then when you did not see it properly, you thought you just assume it's GT Bank because you see GT Bank. So this is how those bad guys operate, right? So you have to pay a close attention to all these details. Keep your software updated. All the softwares you have on your system, on your phone, could be your phone. You know, most of us interact more on our phone, on our mobile devices more than our laptop these days, right? They are all computer, both phone and your desktop are all both computer, right? So every software on your phone, every applications on your phone ensures that they are up to date, right? And then your computer as well ensures that your antivirus, your Windows Defenders, your any Microsoft packages you have on your system are up to date. Any applications that you have on your system are up to date, right? Use secure Wi-Fi network. Don't just connect to Wi-Fi that you don't know. In fact, only Wi-Fi that you know, your own or your organization or something, that's the only Wi-Fi you connect to. Don't connect to a public Wi-Fi. That way, if you connect to the public Wi-Fi, you are exposing yourself to the hackers, right? And then use strong password management. Ensure that you have a proper password hygiene. Create a strong and unique password for each of your online accounts. Don't use the same account for all your online, all the online platform. Like if somebody gets one of your password right, it means that he can access the remaining things because you use one password for all of them, right? So use different password and ensure that it's a strong password. And also your password should have a lifespan, maybe weekly, monthly, quarterly, annually change password. That way, it will be difficult for somebody to actually brute force or guess your password. All right. Even if you will never know if somebody already have your password, your credentials, is just waiting for you to take certain actions, so that you strike, or he has already even getting the kind of information he wants from you, but you don't know. You don't know yet, right? So you have to like regularly change your password, and then maintain a strong password for each of your online accounts, and then ensure that all your devices is required password before they can access it. Nobody should just pick your laptop, open it, and then begin to use it. It shouldn't be like that. You should password your laptop and ensure that it's a strong password, right? People should not easily have access to your device, your gadget, and even your phone, not even your spouse, right? They may not be able to protect your assets the way you do, right? So even your spouse should not have exclusive access to your gadget, because they may get you through them or through your children, through their carelessness. You may not be careless, right? But through their carelessness, they may get you, right? So be cautious about downloads and attachments. When they send you email, don't just open any attachment to the email. The email itself can be secure, but the attachment is not guaranteed, right? So don't open attachments anyhow or download, especially something that is free online. Be careful with all those free offers and cheap offers and all that flying everywhere online. You may have agenda, maybe malware hidden somewhere inside whatever you are downloading for free, right? So be careful with whatever you are downloading. Back up your data. Ensure that you regularly back up your data in case something happens. In case, like in the case of ransomware attack, if you lost one data, you may not necessarily have to pay to recover it, because you have a backup, you have another copy of it. You just roll to that backup and start using it, and then the person has just lost the battle, right? Then use multi-factor authentication. Don't just depend only on your password. Set more factor authentication on your account. Like before they have access to your account, they need to also have access to your phone, right? And your email address as well, right? Because you have to enable that security parameters on all your accounts, right? So that if somebody gets your password, that person will not still have access until they get that one-time password as well that will be sent to your email and your phone, right? But that way, it will become difficult for somebody to actually hack into your account, because the person will need to have access to your phone. The person will need to have access to your email, right? So it's advised to have a multi-factor authentication enabled on all your accounts, and then use be cautious. Be mindful of social media. Be mindful of social media privacy settings. Most of the information you dish out on your social media platforms are not. People can use it to take it. They can use it to follow you. They can use it to predict you. They can look at your activity on social media and know what you are capable of, where you can be at certain, guess the kind of password you can use and the kind of protection you have, because you have exposed, you have given them more information than they should, right? So optimize your all your social media. Don't let them see certain confidential information on your profile, right? There are so many things you don't have to expose to them. Then these are the tools you need to stay safe, to protect yourself. Number one is, first of all, you have to put the previous one all in place first, right? You have to ensure that practice is kept properly. Then you have anti-malware software installed on your system. It will help you to detect if there is a malware on your system, and then it will either quarantine them or remove them, right? So examples of all these ones, all those malwares. We have the free versions. You have premium version, right? And that you can actually use without paying, right? So you have the like of Malwarebytes, you have hardware antivirus, you have Spybots, search, and then you have destroy, super anti-spy, and you have search and Spybots, search and destroy, right? And then super anti-spyware. These are just a few of them that are good that you can use. You can use certain premium level free versions and all that. Right, and then you also use VPN. What VPN do is actually hide your IP address, right? Because by the time they don't know your IP address, they don't see your IP address, it becomes difficult for them to actually get to connect with you, right? So we have a couple of them like the Proton VPN, Hotspot Shield, and Galaxy VPN. These are like, yes, I use Proton VPN and it's free, right? We have premium version. We have premium version, right? And then there are certain one that you can see for free, right? Then password manager. We use a password manager here in Bitcoin. Probably we'll talk about that as well. There's a password manager we use, Passbook, to manage password here in Bitcoin. And all this one has browser extensions that you can use. You can activate on your browser and start using them, right? What they will help you do is, as I've mentioned earlier, that you don't have to use the same password for all your online accounts. Password managers will help you do that, right? Because it's not going to be easy if you have 100 and above accounts and you have different passwords on them. It's not going to be easy to remember each and every one of them. So password managers will help you keep all this information. Your strong password, the URL, and the applications that you keep the password, all will be stored in any of these password manager. Whenever you want to access them, all you need to do, you can't remember the password. All you need to do is just to have a very strong, complex password for your password manager, right? So makes the password so difficult. The password so difficult because if anybody breaks into your password manager, it means that they can see all the passwords you stored there, right? So you have to make sure you have a very strong password for your password manager. And when you have access to your password manager, it will now reveal, you now see all the password that you want to have access to, right? We have KeePass, we have LastPass, and we have Tesla, right? That you can use for free. So some of them, like this LastPass, I think it can store up to 100 password for you, and KeePass like 50 password and thereabout, right? And another one is antivirus. Antivirus is very important, right? But I have my reservation here because I use Windows, right? I use Windows operating system, and Windows Defenders is proven to be operating system, right? So I am not against using antivirus, you can still use antivirus, right, on your system if it doesn't conflict with the window defenders. Meanwhile, uh, using antivirus and using Windows defenders, window security, and every other ones, looks like there are certain antivirus that requires you to turn off every other protections you have from Windows first before you can activate them. Where for me, I rather go with Microsoft security than other external one. But some of this antivirus will just be sitting on your laptop. They don't require you to turn off your Windows Defenders or Microsoft Security or whatever, right? So you can look for a very good one like that. You can have it as a backup, or maybe if anybody bypass your Microsoft um, security, maybe this one will trap them, right? So we have a couple of them that you can use for free, like the Avast, AVG, Big Vendors. We have Avira, Caps, Baskets, and the likes. There are so many of them. But which one can we trust, right? So I think these are the big names in the industry that you can actually install setups and use. So in recent times, we've seen this emerging trend in cybersecurity, right? AI, machine learning is taking the center stage, and we are using it to enhance the capabilities of cybersecurity system and improve threat detections and response, right? So it's not going to be, or we are not going to be the one analyzing abnormal behavior in our networks, in our systems anymore. You know, machine learning algorithms will handle that. We check abnormal behavior, and then we detect any any intrusions, and to the extent it can also block any loops. So we have vulnerabilities you have in your system as well, right? One of it is Microsoft developing a security co-pilot, right? It's just a tool that integrates with other Microsoft security solutions like Azure Sentinels and Microsoft Defenders to provide a comprehensive view of an organization's security posture. So this is already using machine learning algorithms to using AI to give you overview of your organization security posture. So you don't have to like go through stress, to begin to do investigations and all that, right? The security co-pilot leverage advanced machine learning algorithm to analyze large volumes of data in real time, identifying potential threats and anomalies in network traffic, users' behaviors, and other key areas, right? So AI is going to take over that space. Cyber threat becomes more sophisticated. There is an increased focus on proactive and predictive cybersecurity measures. Organizations are investing in threat intelligence, security analytics, and security automations to identify and respond to threats in real time, right? So these are the trends emerging trends we are in cybersecurity today. Meanwhile, as AI is helping us to fight crime, AI is also helping the bad guys to commit crime. We should have that at the back of our mind as well. Do we have any questions so far? Any question?
Yes, I have a question.
Okay.
Okay. The question is about the password manager. Just a cross question. I already understand what your explanation very well. But is the password not managed? Is it not? Is it not being managed by the third? I mean, like a third, another company? Because what if there's a hack in that company server or anything? Won't be someone password be at risk? Or is it not better to manage the password on our own?
All right, that's correct. That's a good question. Because 2023, last year, there was a case that LastPass, one of the popular password managers we mentioned, were hacked and a couple of credentials were stolen. They were argument. LastPass did not confirm it, but it was on the news that it happened, right? And I think later one of the staff, LastPass staff, have to admit that it's actually happened, right? That they hacked into their system and stole some password. Yes, that's correct, Oluwase. That is why Beacon have the community versions of password managers, right? So we don't leave our password to a third party to manage for us. We manage it here, right? It's hosted by Beacon, and it's managed by Beacon. Not unlike the LastPass that lacks your security to a third party. Of course, they've been doing well. It's just the last year that we have that report from LastPass, right? That's the only report we have about password manager. But so far, I think it's still encouraging to, if you cannot use LastPass, you can use other password manager. All right.
Thank you for your answer.
You're welcome.
Okay. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Brian.
Thank you for the presentation. So I have two questions. The number one is, how does the hotspot sheet, how does it work? And secondly, the password manager. So you said we should use a very strong password for our password manager. So what if we forget the password for the password manager? So is there any way of recovering our password back? Thank you. You get the question?
Sorry, the first one I didn't get. I get the second one. I didn't get
The first one.
The first one.
How does the hotspot sheet? How does it work?
Okay, the hotspot sheet. Okay, the hotspot sheet is actually a VPN server, right? And what the VPN server do is to route your traffic through encrypted tunnel, right? That is another server. It means that it's no longer your IP address that people or hackers see online, right? It has now gone through through encrypted tunnel, and then and it's masked. Yes, it's masked. So it makes it difficult for hackers to actually intercept your IP address, your traffic. Basically, that's what VPN do. So the second question is, if you lose your password to password manager, all these tools have password recovery, account recovery process that you can go through if you lost your credentials, right? Like at the time you are signing up for that account, you add your email and password. Maybe you have multi-factor authentication set up as well, because they will force you to set up a multi-factor authentication using your phone, and your email address as well. So before you logged into, most of them, before you even logged in, they will send you a link to your email. It's through your email that you go and access your account again, right? So if you forgot your password, you will go through the account recovery process, clicking the reset password, right? And then they will send you the link to your email, send you OTP to your phone number to confirm that you are actually who you claim you are, right? And then when that process is correct, the OTP is correct, we now prompt you to enter a new password. So when you enter a new password, automatically your password will be changed. You now use the new password to access your uh, credential stores in the database.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Samuel. Really appreciate your standing in today and continuing with the nice session you had like yesterday. I have a question also. Good morning, Mr. Denka. So my question basically, okay. We are glad to have you, sir. So my question is, as regards the links, okay, thank God you're teaching us about cybersecurity. I do hear that there are some links you will see. Once you see them, you just know that, okay, this is fraud. What are those things you see attached to a link that will help you to know? Because you've already told us that some of them, they do social engineering. So once you click on those links and all of those things, before you know it, they have access to almost everything. So what are those nitty-gritty things you need us to know about these links? As soon as you see a link and it has this or it has that, just know it's a fraud, and so don't click on it. Is there something like that you would like us to know, Mr. Samuel?
All right. Thank you. One thing you need to know is this: every organization you see in this world today are in for profit. They are there to make money, right? Nobody is there to offer you anything for free. So whenever you see a ridiculous offer, do this and get this, or you don't need to do anything at all, you get this for free, right? All those kind of anything that looks too good to be true is probably not true. I hope you've heard it before, right? So most of these offers are what they use as a bait to get you, right? It's more like, when you want to get a fish, you have to put a bait on the hook to get the fish. The fish is coming to feed, but in the process, you to get caught, right? So that's exactly what they do. You see that their beautiful email giving you offer, and they will push you to take action immediately. And I've made example of one of the WhatsApp messages that we usually receive when they will tell you, Don Jazzy, blah, blah, Don Jazzy offering 10 money grants, you see, or see Banjo grant, federal government grant, and all that. And I was like, even government sharing palliative, you know how difficult it is to get to people's hands. So during this pandemic, we even did not know who even collect. I did not know a single person that collected that palliative. It means it is actually difficult to get something from federal government. And you think that federal government is now sharing something and they are sending you a WhatsApp message or email to click and then claim your own money that easy. It doesn't come easy that way. So this is what the bad guys actually used to get you. They'll give you great offers. Some of them will even tell you that they'll create their malicious links or website and give you that great offers in order to draw you in, right? That's basically the tactics they use to get people, offering you money. They will tell you to do this, and they will always come with, you have to take action quickly. You have to take action quickly. before the offer is gone. And that's how a lot of people find themselves get hacked by them. So what you need to look out for is most of these free offers flying inside your email, right? They are not real. It's not even, the target now is even mobile. Your WhatsApp, it can be text message, right? That you click. In recent time, there's this application that they use to send text message on your mobile phone. They send a text message on your mobile phone, and then when you click on the links in that text message, they will hijack your mobile phone, right? And you know that most of our mobile number is attached to our account, right? Like OPay, literally use your phone number to create account number for you, right? And then you use it for your BVN. That's what you use to register. That's what you use to create the account and all that. So your account is tied to that phone number. So by the time they get into your phone, they will hijack your phone, and they now have a remote access to your phone and start operating, maybe dialing short code to do whatever transactions they want to do with it. So that is the one that is winning now. It's a text message. They will just send you that text message, and you think, if you mistakenly click that link, they will hijack your phone.
Well, thank you very much. We really appreciate it.
And another thing we need to note is your bank can never ask you to put your ATM credential. They don't need your ATM credential. They don't need your password for anything. Your bank don't need your password or your ATM credentials for anything.
Thank you very much. Very, very insightful. Thank you, everyone, for being available for today's stand-up. We have to end it here. If we have more questions, we can ask tomorrow. Do have a productive day, everyone. Thank you for joining.
Thank you very much.